Evening. Welcome in, everybody. Nice to see you. Oh, I see we have somebody joined in the chat already. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Almost New Year's already. What a year. I don't know about you. I'm exhausted from this year. It's been so crazy. What a crazy, crazy time. So, anyway, welcome to, I think this is our 5th year doing this. So, those of you who are new to the program, hey, you know what we do is we get in here, we turn on the camera, we just start playing, and we see what happens this year. I've got a list of 72 songs. Not exactly sure what else is going to happen as usual, but you know what? It's the spirits of Christmas, and however the spirits move, that's what we do. But I had to open with that one because, as you may recall from previous years, in my household, it wasn't Christmas until we heard Andy Williams' Christmas album, which was first Christmas song I can ever remember actually hearing. And still to this day, it just brings me back to my childhood. 1963, Andy Williams' Christmas album. What a wonderful record. Just can't get enough of that. So glad to see everybody here tonight. So much fun. Yeah, so Andy Williams, 1963, and I was thinking, I might have a little bit of fun tonight. I was thinking to myself, how long have I been doing Christmas? Well, I don't know, a very long time. For instance, I don't know, you want to see Ray's first Christmas? You ready for this? Check it out. Look. Look. Come on. Look at that kid. He could barely crawl up there. Yeah, we got a couple more. Look. Look. Ray's first radio. Was addicted to the music right out of the top. Aw. Come on. What the hell happened to this kid? He used to be a good looking boy. And then, of course, my parents, they started a family, and, what happens? The next one comes along. There's my little sister, Nikki, on her first Christmas. Oh, she doesn't look all that happy to be there. I don't know. I probably wasn't so happy to have a little sister at that time either, because, what's that song, Lonely Boy, Andrew Gold? Oh, what alone. They told you you'd be the only one. Anyway, well, as it turns out, I wasn't the only one. Here's a couple more. There's all Christmas. Can you imagine these impressions that Christmas makes on kids? Those of you that have your own kids, just think about the magic that we're all making for them when they're so little. What a special, special time. Here's this is the first record player that we had. Interestingly, that record player, the first record I can ever remember playing on that was Del Shannon Runaway. Crazy. Actually have got to fly on an airplane on my first rock and roll gig with Del Shannon. Maybe we'll get to that later. Anyway, but that's Bobby Sherman. Everybody remember Bobby Sherman from the 70s? They used to put records on boxes of honeycomb cereal. And so between Del Shannon and the Bobby Sherman on the cereal box, those are the two records I can ever remember playing on that record player. Oh, yeah, this is a picture of Nikki when my parents had to break it to her that it was my record player and not hers. Sorry, Nikki. But we shared. We shared a lot of stuff when we were kids. And then, hey, not that two was enough. Along came the third one. So there's baby Karen. And, man, I don't know, man. We should do a dress up. What do you think, sisters? We should do a Christmas dress up one of these years and do that again. But how about these Christmas memories, right? You can't get over that stuff. It just leaves so much on you. Oh, we all did grow up. Here's a beautiful picture. My youngest sister, Karen, got remarried this year. Here's a picture. So look, we all grew up, and there's her husband, Don, and great guy, great family, and Don was actually helped us get these pictures together. We took over 2,000 pictures from my father's library. He had these slides, and they were all on these carousels. And Don organized them and packed them all up, and then we sent them off to be digitized. And so thank you so much for that, Don. It was so great. But, Christmas is, it's everything. And it's so much of it for me my entire life has been about the music. So enough of the slideshow. Let's play some more music for you. That's Frosty. This past week we watched Frosty the Snowman. We went back. We watched all these old cartoons and the stop motion films. Just the stuff was so good. Frosty was originally that song was a 1950 something, sung by Jimmy Durante, and then he came back when they made that cartoon in '69, I think, and he voiced the narrator of that. So much good stuff. Those songs. I'll play one more song from sort of that era. But before I do, must hydrate. The throwbacks. Yep, throwbacks. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Tina. Annie says Merry Christmas. Say Merry Christmas back. Everybody, Merry Christmas. Um, got a package. So this came together, by the way. The Spirits of Christmas wasn't really sure it came together very late until a bottle of Macallan 18 Double Oak showed up with a note from my wife that said, "Here's to the Spirits of Christmas." And then basically it's, what are you going to say to that, right? So this evening's made possible by Macallan. Anyway, one more from that time. Gina said her mom would not be at all thrilled if didn't play something from Charlie Brown Christmas. So let's do "Oh Christmas Tree." Telling you, you never know what's going to happen here. The spirits of Christmas. Um, my good friend Peter Giles, I saw on here on the chat. Hi, Peter. Thanks for tuning in. Peter's tuned in every time, and I know he loves this. And we were talking about this, and I said, "What are you going to play?" I said, "I really don't know." And the other thing that those of you who maybe are tuning in for the first time, I'll share with you is that um, I don't know how I'm going to play the songs either. The arrangements, I think I told Peter, I said I think I'm kind of ADD around the music stuff. I don't know if I just get bored, but so we never know. So what this is all spirits coming in and saying, do this and do that. But so it's always a little bit on the edge, but I'm totally cool with that. If you're cool with that too, I just think it's fun, fun, fun. You know, I studied classical music for a very long time. I have a degree in piano performance. And you know what you do with classical music? So you play it the same damn way every time, forever and ever and ever and ever. And guess what? No, no. I'm going to live a little on the edge. So I hope that you're okay with that. And because I'm having a blast playing for you. So what should we play next? Hey, Brian. Hey, Charisse. Good to see you, Pam, Sharon, everybody, Kristen, Rick. Y'all are so gracious. Love you guys. Okay, let's do something a little piano-y. Didn't know what I was going to play, but I did know I was going to play this one, only because when I first started thinking about what we might play, noodling. It was noodling. Those of you who are musicians, you know what noodling is. You just play, and every once in a while something falls under your hands, or if you're a guitarist or whatever, and you go, You go, play that again, play that again. So I actually turned on the recorder and I recorded it, and then I came back to it later. I said, does it still hold up, or did I just, was I deluding myself? No, it was pretty cool. Anyway, all it is was the last set of chords on this song were the first thing that happened. So anyway, I'll have to keep you in suspense. But when you get to the end, my musician friends will understand something a little different for you at the end. But here's a little bit of piano music. So yeah, this is what child is this? just fell on that. I don't know. Musician friends, did you enjoy those chords? I don't know. It's kind of like ELO. No, not really. Mannheim, hmm, maybe ish. Anyway, musicians, you're around long enough. Eventually, everything you play is borrowed from somebody, borrowed and interpreted. It's never, nothing's original. It all informs over, billions of impressions over time. But anyway, um, that was um, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed that. So yeah, so we're here playing some music. Hope everybody's enjoying it. Thank you so much for all the comments. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Uh, this music thing came up on something today. I think it was. Let me see here. Look, American Holiday Essentials. So it was 1,050 U.S. adults, 18 to 80, surveyed this year. Share of U.S. respondents saying the following are essential holiday season traditions. 50% say Christmas tree, 46% say Christmas music. I feel badly for the other 54. Well, okay, 43% Christmas, movies, shows, presents, Christmas lights, hanging stockings, cookies, gingerbread, and front yard decorations. But 46%. So yeah, we got a good quorum of people that enjoy the Christmas music, and that's pretty good. Um, People like the Christmas music. It seems to start every year. It seems to start earlier on the radio, and I think I heard. So I'm gonna maybe upset some people. I think the number one favorite Christmas song from people is the Mariah Carey. All I Want for Christmas Is You. And I'm going to upset some of you, I think, by saying, I can't. I can't listen to that song. I can't play it. I've tried. Like, I've really tried. And I'm thinking, okay, how are there ways to do it so it's like, like make it all like Christmassy? No, it's like no. And then I was trying again. I'm like, what if it's like a there's not enough pina coladas in the world that I could drink have that work either. So it's okay with y'all. We're gonna skip that one again this year and just move on to something a little bit different. Um, Again, going back a number of years, 1970. This was a song. People didn't sing in Spanish on U.S. radio, but this was a song in Spanish that did pretty well on the charts during the holiday season. We're gonna just uh, I don't know. We're gonna change the groove up a little bit on this. So I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad. Slow style. I don't know, kind of silly, kind of fun. Put it in the chat. Not quite sure. Did you, did you hear the trumpets, the little mariachis? Oh, that's what I was feeling. A couple guys. I'm drinking the margaritas, I guess, at that point. Well, there's no piano. I've never been to a Mexican restaurant where they had piano mariachi. But I don't know. There's always time. Maybe I can aspire to something in my later years. Be the first piano mariachi guy. I don't know. If those of you out there, if you have connections, let me know. I'm up for the audition. Thank you. Yeah. So this year I'm streaming. I hope maybe some of you are on LinkedIn, streaming for the first time on LinkedIn. So Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, wherever you're tuning in, thank you. But LinkedIn, and what's really interesting about doing it on LinkedIn is I've been playing for a very long time. There are so many people that I still come across in my professional life. And of course, they have no idea that I've ever been a musician or I am a musician. All they know is me from the work stuff, right? And they're like, "What? You play?" And it's great. It's like I see all my old Paramus, New Jersey friends, childhood friends, high school friends, people that just know me for being a musician, never knew me in my professional life, and then there's all these professional people that never knew me in my musical life. There are very few people that have known me in both, but I had two completely different careers. I was a professional musician only for the first part of my life. And then after Tim was born, did sort of a fade, and like, well, the musician thing is hard and you got to, it's sort of feast and famine, and wanted to make a switch to do something maybe that had a regular paycheck and health benefits and 401k, that sort of stuff. And so made that switch. But for my associates who don't know me for my musician career, you probably don't know, apart from just playing piano and being a musician in New York, a session guy, and playing a gazillion million weddings and all that kind of stuff, was actually a rock and roll musician. All I ever wanted to do when I grew up was be a rock and roll musician. And I kid you not, by the time I was, Chris can check me on this, I think 25, 26 years old, I was a freaking rock musician. Literally playing stadiums, arenas. Like my lifelong dream growing up was to play Madison Square Garden. Got to play Madison Square Garden 3 times. Some of you were there. Nassau Coliseum, all the New York places, Jones Beach. Mile High Stadium in Denver, played Three River Stadium, all these great stadiums because I was a member of this band called Tommy James and the Shondells. And I was just a freaking kid. I mean, of course, you graduate college and you get married and then you become a rock and roll musician playing for 100,000 people at a festival. Yeah, everybody gets to do that, right? Anyway, but for those of you who only know me in my in this life, my new, more mature business life, I have something funny to show you. Check this out. This is for reals. I found this on the interwebs. Look for the guy with the hair on the keyboards. Look at that. Jacket. Look at that. Look. Is that not freaking ridiculous? Like who? Like where this? Look, look. Like, who is that? Who the heck is that? That's a Kenny Loggins doppelganger right there. But look at that jacket, Debbie. You're absolutely right. Isn't that freaking amazing? Crazy town. Anyway, so that was my life before this life. I had so many cool lives. Anyway, just something fun, blast from the past. I don't know. That was just those are good times. I'm so blessed. I've led such a charmed life to be able to do all the things I've done and places I've been, travel all the world, and then get to do cool musical stuff, and then do cool business stuff, and create marketing campaigns and whatnot. So it's all wonderful. So I'm just such a blessed man, and I'm blessed to have all of you um, joining me. And thanks for bearing with me. When we look at the guy with the hair, I struggle. There's a picture of me somewhere. Back then so that was curled, and we would put gel in the hair. And I remember playing this gig in the Chicago area in this club, and the stage was like behind the bar, and it was up high, and they had these big, back then they didn't have LED lights, they had these big Parcan lights, and they were hot. And there's a picture of me. I have to find it somewhere. But there's a picture with smoke coming off of the top of my head because the light was too close to my hair gel and it was about to totally combust. But anyway, that didn't happen. But I think that may have been the start of what's going on here. Anyway, it's too late, I think, for the workman's comp on that. So anyway, it is what it is. So anyway, back to the music. This is a beautiful song. It's got a beautiful message. I've played it for you before. It's been a couple of years. But this one was by David Foster, originally done with Natalie Cole. It's been covered a million times. The message is so absolutely perfect for our time and all times. My grown-up Christmas list. Enjoy it. Such a great song, right? You all know I have this man crush on David Foster. Not in that kind of way, but a genius man. If I only had 1% of his musical genius, man, would have made a few bucks in the music business. But anyway, yeah, it's that everything that guy ever touched turned to gold, and that's one of them. So it's just so cool, so cool. What time is it? I don't want to go so long here tonight. All right, let's pick it up a little. We watched this movie also um, last week. Uh, Santa Claus is Coming to Town was narrated by Fred Astaire, which, of course, back in 1970 when it came out, I wouldn't have known who Fred Astaire was, but I'm going, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, little Santa Claus for the kids. That was an adventure. We'll just leave it there. Well, it's not what I intended to play, but there it was. See, this is what happens on live television. Um, yeah, um, I'm having a blast. Hope you are too. Thank you, Pam, uh, Karen, Chris. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, this next one. So the song is called Hallelujah. It's a Leonard Cohen song. It's not a Christmas song. It's actually the last thing from being a Christmas song. But when I was thinking about what to play, I was thinking, there's all of the traditional Christmas music, all the hymns, and I've played some in various arrangements in the past for all of you, and I enjoy playing them so much. But it's like everybody has a favorite, and you can, in an hour, you can only play so much. Um, and then I was just fooling around with this Hallelujah. And when you talk about the spirits, this is legit. This was a spirit thing. The spirits of a whole bunch of Christmas songs, traditional Christmas songs, started revealing themselves. I don't want to get all mystic, but they started revealing themselves in the chords of these songs of Hallelujah. The chords are not the same, but I was just playing around and said, wait a second, we can overlay a bunch of these songs all together and create this one sort of spirit of traditional songs overlaid on a song which was never intended to be a Christmas song in the first place, which I think is kind of cool. So for me now going forward, it's always going to be a Christmas song. Anyway, this is going to be another one of those explorations. We'll see what happens, but we'll see how it works out. But see if you can feel it and hear it and understand these what these spirits are trying to do on what is essentially three chords over and over again. You'll hear it. So, spirits. Spirits of Christmas. So, we've got two more on the list. I hope you're enjoying this. I'm certainly enjoying playing for you. I want to dedicate this next song. This is let's start. So, this is my good friend of 50 years, Ed Decker. Ed passed away last week, and those who knew him and loved him, uh, you know, recognize the role he played in their lives, and what an amazing person he was. Super smart, super funny, an amazing businessman, hell of a musician, great friend, would give you a shirt off his back. And he led a beautiful and charmed life, and has a lovely family, beautiful wife, Linda, two girls, new grandchild. You know, Ed, I owe so much to Ed because I wouldn't be in the business, quite honestly, without Ed. Ed, back when I was just in college, Ed owned a music store. He bought a music store when he was still in school. And he would let me work in the music store whenever I want. Like, hey, can I work? Yeah. So what hours do you want? He goes, come in whenever you want. And which was great. And it was at a time when, this thing called MIDI was just happening, and he needed somebody that understood keyboards. And so I come in and help him out with that. And then when he needed something installed with a high profile client or something, all that. But, Ed, on the professional side, because I was working in the music store, I met our Yamaha district manager, a gentleman, a friend of mine, also for many years now, by the name of Mike Demore. Mike might be on here now. Who was our district manager. And I dropped something in Mike's ear one time, said, hey, if Yamaha's ever looking for something, because I went to a clinic to learn how to program synthesizers, and I saw two guys up there, Phil Clendenin and Avery Burdett, who were the product specialists for MIDI stuff at the time. And we were in the Hilton in Manhattan, and we were learning how to program these synthesizers. And I'm like, wait, you can make a living playing with cool toys and music stuff, So I got the bug to go work in the music products industry. So if it wasn't for starting in the music store, that wouldn't happen. But musically also, Eddie and I played a lot. I've known him since the 8th grade. We played in some bands together in high school. We played a ton of weddings and things together. We got into all sorts of trouble in all kind of ways. We'd go clubs together, and we just in New York, we'd have such a great time. And then we got to play together 6 nights a week for a while at this crazy bar in New Jersey. Anyway, he's one of the few people in my life who I've worked with on the professional side and the music side. And so in his later years, he got to work and enjoy playing with a gentleman by the name of Tony DeSara. Those of you who follow Ed and Tony. Amazing pianist, crazy good pianist, vocalist, good-looking guy, total crooner, and playing guitar in his trio. And that was so great. Ed was so great at it. And they recently, or not that recently, but they actually performed this song together on video. You can look it up. Ed Decker and Tony DeSare, DeSare. The song is also dedicated to another Ed, our friend Margaret. Told me a great story about her pop and this song. So for the two Eds, this is White Christmas. So that's for the eds. So thanks for joining. Thanks for sticking in, went a little longer, but I hope you enjoyed it. A little something for everyone, hopefully, and wishing everybody a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, all great holidays, health, happiness, joy, love in 2025. And just like we used to do at all the sing-alongs, at all the school plays, and every concert ever that I was at as a kid, every 100% of the time, we're going to go out with Jingle Bells. So Merry Christmas, and thanks for tuning in.